Hi beauties, it's Jean Piersanti with Beauty and the Stamper, and it's time for another Technique Tuesday. Alright, this time I'm going to show you how to use the embossing folder and to use multiple pieces of paper in it. So I'm going to be using the fancy phrases. I'm going to be using this birthday wishes, and then may your day be filled with heartfelt happiness. So we're going to use that. We are also going to be using the layering circles dies, and I've already taken out the 3 that I'm going to be using. So you just choose the ones that you want to use. I have my standbys. I've got my stamp and seal, my dimensionals. We're going to be using some Bermuda Bay today, so I've got my Bermuda Bay ink. And then for our embossing folder, I fell in love with this. It gives so much texture. So it's the Old World Paper 3D embossing folder. And then we've got tons of pieces of paper. We've got some Bermuda Bay as our back. Again, I have a tutorial that I've made for you. It's on my blog, beautyandthestamper.com. You can find it there with all of the dimensions. I've got some basic blue, basic black. See, I was ahead of myself. Some Whisper White 2 sheets, and then I've got another piece of basic black and another piece of Whisper White. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I do have other things, and all I did is I literally went and looked for scraps that I had. So I had some Bermuda Bay, some Blackberry Bliss, some Blushing Bride, and some Calypso Coral. And so I have literally just taken my dies, put them on here, put them on here, put them on here, and ran them through the stamp and cut machine. So for right now I'm using the Big Shot, but the stamp and cut machine will be available on September 1st. And then we're going to take the embossing folder. So I got all of these little circles. Now I got more than I need because I wanted to show you a couple things. And I also used a 3 1/4 inch punch and a 1 inch punch. These are not current, but I just took and whatever I thought I needed, I punched it out. And if I needed one of these guys, I just punched that out as well. So there we go. I've got tons of those. So I'm going to get all those circles. And let's do our stamping, because I like to do the stamping first. That way it's done, it's out of the way, and we are good to go. I'm going to get my birthday wishes, and this is going to be in the Bermuda Bay. I'm just going to line that up right in the middle there. Straight down, let the ink transfer over, and there you go. Got that done. Give that time to dry. In that centerpiece for the inside of the card, I've got the May Your Day Be Filled with Heartfelt Happiness. We're going to get that nice and inked up there. And then we're just going to stand that and stamp it down. And then pick it right back up. We've got our stamped pieces done. That's all we need for the ink right now. And let's go ahead, we're going to have that other piece of Whisper White. And what we're going to do is we are going to layer these out. And I'm going to show you, when I layer mine out, I'm just going to kind of go here and there, right? And this is how we're going to do it. But I wanted to show you another way. Maybe you don't have the embossing folder and don't know what you want to do. Take that, and then you can just layer circles right on top. How fun is that? See how fun that is? Just to put some fun circles here and there. Like, that's so cool. All right, so I'm going to move these out of the way again. We're going to start layering them the way we want. And just choose how you want it. You know, you're just going to set some dots down here and there. Some will go off the paper, perhaps. Like that. You may want 2 large ones to go off the paper as not to take up too much room. And then you kind of just don't worry about the placement of everything so much. But you do want to make sure that you don't have a whole bunch of same size ones next to each other. And you don't want to have a lot of the same colors next to each other. So if you see you're missing maybe a color, go ahead and change that around to something that you might like a little bit better. So that is looking really nice there. I think we'll put one more and move that up a little bit. And then just move them around the way that you like them. I think I'm going to go with a little bit bigger here. And I think we're good. I might go a little bit larger on this one. So you see how we're just moving it around and it's coming out super cute. You could really overthink it. Don't overthink it. I think that I may. There we go. There we go. It'll all come together all of a sudden. So I still have some other ones. Now that we've got that the way we want it, you could do one of 2 things. You could use your glue if you'd like, or you can use some Stamp and Seal if you'd like. I'm going to use the Stamp and Seal, and we are just going to put that right on down. And the reason I'm doing the Stamp and Seal is because I do not want it to be moving around. Once I put it down, I want it to be nice and flat. I have to remember where these are going. And which ones are laid down. And what's really cool about this is that once they are all laid down, and we're going to run it through that embossing folder, that's even going to make it stick down even better. So don't be afraid to go off the page like I just did, or off the piece of paper. You actually want that. And I just realized when doing this, because I put this on my desk, that you should be using a silicone mat would probably be good to use on something like this, because we're working with such small pieces. These are teeny tiny pieces. And this is really your longest time, because you're trying to figure out where you want these. And then once you get them there, then you gotta stick them down. And you can see I'm not worried about going off the paper too much. In fact, I want a couple of them to go off. And there we go. I'm looking to see if I might want just a teeny tiny bit. And I think I do. So I'm going to put some right there. There we go. Now I'm just going to take my paper snips here, and we are going to snip off any extra. And if you have a trimmer, you can use your trimmer if you'd like. But I'm just using the paper snips as it's easy enough to line up. And there we go. If you do not have your Big Shot yet, or your cut and embossing machine, that's okay. We are okay with that. I like it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to stick this right through here. And I want to make sure that I have those bubbles. I want it to be really textured. So I'm putting the part that's, let me see here. I want the parts to be coming up. So there we go. I put it the right way. Now you could wet it a little bit, spritz a little water, but I am okay with the way that this comes out. It just is so neat for me. I'm going to run that through the Big Shot real quick, and then I will be right back. Okay, so now we've got that run through, and look at this. It makes it look like it's all one sheet. Is that so cool? I love it. All right, so let's go ahead and build the rest of our card. We're going to take that Bermuda Bay. We're going to get out our bone folder here. And let's go ahead and put that centerpiece in there. I just call it the center, but I guess it's the inside piece. I'm just going to line up the bottom corners here, and then hopefully, if it's cut properly, we get a nice border. There we go. Perfect. Now, we're going to take this one here, and on this one I am going to use the Tombow multi-purpose glue because it does have all that texture to it, and I want to make sure that I'm able to put this on and get it nice and straight, and it's still going to stay where I need it to stay. So this has a very, very teeny tiny border. So especially when you're working with the small borders, make sure you use the Tombow so you can move it around just a little bit. It's a little more forgiving. And there we go. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for this card. And then we're going to take and add that. If you wanted to put some ribbon on there, now would be the time to do so. But I'm just going to let this card and its texture speak for itself. So again, a little tiny border here. And if we cut it correctly, here we go. So there's that. Now this part is where the dimensionals come in. We are not going to put this part with some dimensionals. We're just going to put that one right down on the black piece. This one I left a little bit, like 1/8 of an inch border, rather than that 1/16 of an inch. But then we're just going to pop that right up here. And I think I'm actually going to place it a little bit down right down here so you can get a piece of every single, every single circle. Now on these, again, there is texture, so I am going to be placing at least 6 of them, and that's a lot for a small piece, but I'm okay with it. And because there's white and black, I didn't need to use the black dimensionals. I'm just using the white ones. But that's really just a preference. If you like the black ones, you could use that as well. Now these dimensionals came with my paper pumpkin. So, alright, here we go. We're going to center that up. And there you go. Look at that quick, cute card. And it just has that dimension. So cool. I hope you like this. If so, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. If you want to see more, I do my tutorial videos every Tuesday and Friday. And so our technique today was learning how to use multiple papers. I don't think it has a name. We're just going to call it an embossing technique. Alright, beauties. If you are not yet subscribed, please do so you don't miss another one of my videos. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye!